All right. Sorry, I think that was weird the way that it started. Wasn't sure if it was recording or not. Hello, welcome to day 3 of Philosophy 103. Today we're going to be talking about subjective and objective evaluations. And as we kind of get oriented to the subject, I think it's important to just kind of key in on some language use first. And as you can see, these notes are a little antiquated. They're a little old. I used them from a lecture that I gave in the winter when I first wrote this many years ago. So there's some stuff about snow, but I think we can use it as an anecdote to describe what it is we need to describe with regards to subjective and objective evaluations. Now, to kind of orient ourselves to the subject, if I were to actually meet you as opposed to this weird online thing, but if I were to actually meet you, and, I'd say, hello, my name's Bryce. All right, you're Joe. Hello, Joe. Or Debbie. And I were to meet you and I say, Joe, are you having a good day? You'd probably maybe just say, yep, doing fine, thank you. Okay. Or if I were to, ask you, and perhaps we were a little bit closer friends, and say, hey, how's the day going? And you go, oh, yeah, it's pretty good. Doing okay. Pretty good. Or, the converse where I'm saying, hey, how's the day going? And you're like, well, it's actually not that great. Right? It's okay. It's just not great. In those little interactions that we have daily, where we ask each other how we're doing, what it is we do when we say, well, I'm doing all right. I'm doing good. I'm doing bad. What it is we're doing there is we are giving an evaluation. That these terms, good, bad, okay, fine, not so good, those are evaluative terms. And think about that for a second. I think daily we make evaluations. We make evaluations about everything. Even when we think we don't or aren't making evaluations and we're just kind of going through the motions, doing whatever it is we're doing, ultimately those are evaluations. When I woke up this morning and I chose to have a bagel over yogurt and granola, that was an evaluation. Something made me desire, made me want the bagel. Sorry, I paused up. No, computer. Hello. Sorry. All right. Made me want to have the bagel over the yogurt and granola. And that was an evaluation, even as minute, even as perhaps nonchalant, non-revolutionary as those types of evaluations are. It was an evaluation. Moreover, I chose to wear this shirt today than opposed to a different kind of shirt. That's an evaluation. And in particular, when we start to think about our day-to-day lives on the basis of evaluations, we'll find very quickly that all it is we do, quite often, is evaluate. Why do I like one movie over another movie? Why do I choose to go on a date with one person over another person? Why do I choose a particular meal over another particular meal? Those are all evaluations. Moreover, and to take it a step further, not only do we just generally evaluate all of the time, but when we deem something good, bad, right, or wrong, we take it a step further insofar as we are evaluating that thing a particular kind of way. This shirt is a good shirt. That's an evaluation. Now, what makes it good? Just by the basis of me wearing it, just because it doesn't have holes, because it doesn't, it fits well, it's comfortable. Right? All of these things to kind of back up the claim that it's a good shirt. All the while, you may be sitting there and saying, well, that shirt's ugly. I don't like that shirt. That's fine. That's fine. Because what you're doing, if you're like, oh, I don't like that shirt, you're making an evaluation. And so thinking about all of the evaluations we make from a day-to-day basis, I think is really, really powerful. And so I have in the lecture notes for today here, right, that if we just think about the language that we use, if we think about the way that we use the words that we choose, and I say, well, I'm having a good day, that's an evaluation. I'm having a bad day, that's an evaluation. Why and how do we classify good, bad, right, and wrong? Okay. And typically, evaluations are understood in terms of either subjective evaluations or objective evaluations. Okay? So we're going to discuss those. We'll kind of parse those out. We'll parse those out insofar as it relates to ethical discourse. And I'm going to save that for the next video.